Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a harder battle. Every heart sings a song, incomplete, until another heart whispers back. Those who wish to sing, always find a song. At the touch of a lover, everyone becomes a poet. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. The heaviest penalty for declining to rule is to be ruled by someone inferior to yourself. Love is a serious mental disease. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow. One of the penalties of refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. There is truth in wine and children. I am trying to think, don't confuse me with facts. If women are expected to do the same work as men, we must teach them the same things. The measure of a man is what he does with power. Those who tell the stories rule society. The madness of love is the greatest of heaven's blessings. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. There are three classes of men: lovers of wisdom, lovers of honor, and lovers of gain. Education is teaching our children to desire the right things. When men speak ill of thee, live so as nobody may believe them. There are two things a person should never be angry at: what they can help, and what they cannot. Courage is knowing what not to fear. How can you prove whether at this moment we are sleeping, and all our thoughts are a dream, or whether we are awake, and talking to one another in the waking state? You should not honor men more than truth. The beginning is the most important part of the work. Necessity is the mother of invention. The object of education is to teach us to love what is beautiful. Character is simply habit long continued. A house that has a library in it has a soul. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. No man should bring children into the world who is unwilling to persevere to the end in their nature and education. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Bodily exercise, when compulsory, does no harm to the body, but knowledge which is acquired under compulsion obtains no hold on the mind. Good actions give strength to ourselves and inspire good actions in others. Those who are able to see beyond the shadows and lies of their culture will never be understood, let alone believed, by the masses. A hero is born among 100, a wise man is found among 1,000, but an accomplished one might not be found even among 100,000 men. Love is simply the name for the desire and pursuit of the whole. Writing is the geometry of the soul. There is in every one of us, even those who seem to be most moderate, a type of desire that is terrible, wild, and lawless. Any man may easily do harm, but not every man can do good to another. For this feeling of wonder shows that you are a philosopher, since wonder is the only beginning of philosophy. Love is born into every human being. It calls back the halves of our original nature together. It tries to make one out of two and heal the wound of human nature. The first and best victory is to conquer self. Man is a being in search of meaning. At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. True friendship can exist only between equals. No wealth can ever make a bad man at peace with himself. No human thing is of serious importance. Have you ever sensed that our soul is immortal and never dies? How could they see anything but the shadows if they were never allowed to move their heads? Love is the name for our pursuit of wholeness, for our desire to be complete. Ideas are the source of all things. The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future life. Time is the moving image of reality. Knowledge is the food of the soul. A life without investigation is not worth living.
I hope you can take something useful from this video, and that useful thing can be an inspiration or motivation for you.